This is the new Mk6 widget for the Fiat Coupe. It's sitting on the bench and it's talking to an ECU from a 20VT, which, being also on the bench, is not particularly happy with life, which is why it's throwing fault warnings left, right and centre. Because the widget talks to a mobile phone over Bluetooth, we can look at a small menu of options, things we can do. One of those things is to look at the error reports, which are different for 16 and 20, of course, but in this case it's telling us what we expect, that the air temperature sensor and the water temperature sensor are both, it thinks, open circuit or shorted to the positive rail, and they are in fact open circuit. Having established a fault, a new function on this version is to clear the faults. That doesn't immediately show us anything, but if we reset things again, now we see that we have a reading from the status. It's showing air and water at 20 and 80 degrees, and the reason for that is that it still has a fault, but we've told it not to report it. And the 20 and 80 degrees are the default oops, I've broken modes for those two sensors. If we reconnect some resistors to simulate the temperature sensors, we get same results, as you can see. They're not read in real time. It appears that the device, that the ECU, only reads the sensors once, with the exception of the battery voltage, while it's waiting to either start the engine or run actuator tests. This is a continuous reading once the engine is running, but at this stage you only get half the data and you only get it once. Another trick of this version, the Mk6, is that it can do multiple languages for error displays. In this case we have German, we also offer French, Italian and Dutch. So the widget talks to the same ECUs as the previous versions have done, the 16 valve turbo and normally aspirated, and the 20 valve turbo normally aspirated. It won't talk to the 1.8 versions, and it won't talk to Viz, different kettle of fish. So I set it to be a 16 valve. Obviously that's not going to talk to the 20VT and give all sorts of errors. Change it back to a 20VT. And once again, it thinks it's broken because it is.